try to talk about it a lot. I didn't hear it, but I mean, I saw at the end of the game and then shut the game off, but I certainly believe that he said it. I mean, you know, the guy was ready.
I was thinking about you when you said it.
Ginobili really carried the credit advantage of the game too. Ginobili, is there anything you feel like you could change up against a guy like that?
Just got to try to play him tougher. You know, he's a great player. He's great driving it, great shooting threes. He's throwing shots in on mid-range. We just got to try to make it as tough as possible. That's, you know, against great players, that's what you got to try to do.
Right. Coach, on Ginobili, when the finals ended last year, he expressed very publicly a lot of self-doubt about where his game was, where he was physically. As you watched him this year into this series, at 36, is he the same player he was 10 years ago in terms of his athleticism and how he plays?
Look at his stats. He's shooting, you know, great percentages, and I think he's easily their leading scorer in this series so far. So, you know, advancing in age nowadays isn't what it once was. Guys are playing a lot longer in their careers because they take better care of themselves. You know, training staffs are much more proactive on helping guys with preventative things for injuries, and guys are eating better and all kinds of things. You know, so he's a great player. He's been a great player. He's still a great player.
Does the fact that the playoffs is so built or reliant on adjustments, does that take away the opportunity to build momentum in the series?
I don't understand what you mean.
Like, based off of getting a win, you talked about in the regular season that you want to build momentum, build momentum, build momentum. Can momentum be sustained in a playoff series from a game?
Well, it's one of the real challenges of the playoffs, because the highs of winning become a form of adversity, and you know, the lows of losing get teams really wired up to play. Just look at Houston last night. You know, look at us in game 2. That's how these guys are going to be today, and we've talked about it, and you know, we're going to see more speed, more force, and all those things, and we've got to go out there from the very beginning of the game, you know, not looking to just match it, but to exceed it, and it's challenging. That's one of the real challenges of, you know, a long series.
You mentioned before this series about the importance of rebounding, and now in 6 meetings this season, I think the team that won the rebounding battle has won every game. That can't be coincidence, can it?
I don't think so. You know, their possessions of the ball, their opportunities to put it back or kick it out for threes, which is now not only in vogue, it's, you know, everybody's looking to do it, and that's how you get some of your best looks at three. So, yeah, I mean, the rebounding is big, and it also means that, you know, it's an effort area. The team that gets the most usually is the most geeked up team to play. You know, so hey, we got, you know, it's been a challenge for us all year with these guys, and today we've got to take the challenge on.
When you see a player like Nene get thrown out of a game at a critical juncture, as he was last night, do you have to just sort of remind your guys, keep your cool?
Yeah, we talk a lot about poise along with aggression. And it's an emotional time of the year, you know. It just is, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the games. But no, you know, we do, and as much as you talk about it, it's still you know, it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge. So, you know, this series is. I don't know that we'll see some of the same stuff that you're seeing in other series, but you know, it's got to be a message, and it's got to be a continuous message, because it's just it's a factor.
Being hit and miss at home in the regular season late, is that out the window today?
Say it again.
Being a little hit and miss at home into the regular season, is that pretty much out the window today, or is that a concern?
Out the window in terms of like what?
Forget about it.
Huh?
Forget about it. Moving on.
I mean, really, think about what does anything in the past matter? I mean, really, it's, you know, today is, you know, is a separate entity. It's in the present. This is it. I mean, this is what you got to concentrate on. You can learn some things from the past, but you know, at this point, in this type of situation, in a playoff series, you know, it's all about the now. I really believe that.
Monte's been so dynamic offensively and attacking. What about the growth that you've seen from him defensively this year?
Well, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. Got a little better in game 2, in game 1. We just need to continue to improve defensively because, and not just him, but everybody, because you know they're gonna amp up their pace. They're gonna amp up the force that they play with, and all those kinds of things. And it's just going to be a constant challenge to find three-point shooters. You know, to find those guys in transition, to find them off scrambles, to find them off situations where they get an offensive rebound. You know, they have some, you know, the guys that really can make some unusually good plays. I mean, you know, Splitter's play where he gets rebounds and throws it over his head to Ginobili. I mean, he knew where he was. You know, he knew where he was, and you know, we were there, but we weren't close enough, and so he flicks the wrist and hits a 3. You know, so awareness, you know, that scrambling mode is just it's really key.
Rick, Vince's three-pointers have been such a big part of your season. Didn't get many off the last 3 games in San Antonio. It's simply a function of their defense and their focus on preventing those shots.
Everybody's trying to take away threes this time of year. That's why you see all those drives to the basket in the Houston-Portland game last night. And so it's become a big challenge. And you know, the way to get them is to scramble on defense, get in transition, move the ball. You know, move the heck out of the ball. And you can get some, you know, in half-court situations, but you've got to be aggressive and you've got to be attacking hard.
Rick, did you sense that was an energy-changing play, that Splitter rebound and kick out that Ginobili gave tonight? You called a timeout immediately after that. So.
Well, you know, I don't remember the exact juncture, but I think our timeout was coming and it was just, that was time to take it, I thought. But yeah, I mean, you know, you're on the road and a guy makes a play like that, and he gets a rebound, zips it backwards, and blindly finds a guy for a 3. And, you know, you want to try to stem the tide as best you can, as quickly as you can. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of great plays in this series, both ways. You know, and teams are going to have to respond, and both sides of it. You know, when things are going good and when things are not going so good.